Enti yentoa enkomatwehwe ne so na afei no ye move on to other matters live on the Happy Morning Show and the power say na Raymond Ede Assembly Ebaya. I know say it has to do with omanfo a womo enya yare a ye friend say stroke. Now wait quickly, but answer na be move on to your main discussion for this morning. Bonnie Telmai na afin you move on minia.
Story ne say Ghana records 16,000 stroke cases annually. Stroke Association. Stroke is the third leading cause of deaths, and about 30% cases recorded annually in the country, resulting in deaths. Mr. Ebenezer Adams, the Executive Director of the Stroke Association Support Network Ghana, SASNet Ghana, a non-governmental organization. Regrettably, stroke-related deaths are mostly recorded among people below 50 years, a situation he added would affect the nation's labor force and slow down national productivity if cases were not brought under control. In an interview with journalists on the sidelines of a meeting to mark the third National Stroke Survivors Day celebration held in Sunyani, he said, the nation recorded between 12,000 and 16,000 stroke cases annually, with diabetes, hypertension, alcoholism, and smoking being major contributory causes. On the theme supporting persons living with stroke and their care now and beyond COVID-19 era to rebuild their lives, the celebration was organized by SASNet Ghana with support from the Ministry of Health. Mr. Adams advised the public to desist from stigmatizing and discriminating against people living with stroke and rather support them to seek medication. It is, we any story now.
Yo, me mentina ha ankase me a doctor. About stroke wounds and some meeting I come home, but it's just how scary the situation has become now. And I remember I don't remember the name of the young artist, but he was a musician. I think so one of your three brothers are now one more Kunta Kinte. And that's yes. I mean, look at that young boy and what happened to him and his career. And I think that most of these situations I experience, a lot of it has to do with our diet. A lot of it has to do with the kind of food we eat. A lot of it has to do with the lack of exercise. As young folks, from morning to evening, the kind of child what is one is so you say be a yakunya buano ama or soria obey okay. The person can sit now from morning till evening now. What's the honor? But look at people like the bankers. Tell her morning to around 12, 1, 2 there about or call lunch, What's wow, only a month for Wajisika. But we all know that there are veins that are running through our thighs and our backs and then our buttocks as well. And to Nipa, what's now all that time, there isn't enough blood flow across our body around those areas, And so if the person doesn't, wake up once in a while to go for a walk to stretch her, Onipani is endangering him or herself.
Exactly.
And this is where the responsibility of HR department of different corporate institutions ebemu. So the welfare of your staff, ebano womo protection it is saying. So you will be on my obakono akudwa o manfo ne teso no kwampo no. What you for hours so but only support be awon echi. So critical say nipa ne to na so abre kwampo na so pese or relax kakra. There isn't any support. Nipa ne betimi relax. For that long while the person is supporting his spine with his own strength. Such a person, 40 years, 50 years, what do you think will happen to that individual?
Yeah.
The tractor driver, from morning, up and down, sit not as no phone, no. I say, what's that? So at the end of the day, a few years on, over 2 years, what I say BBC na to know a stroke and actually when no occur. And so, you know, we should focus a lot of attention on in yani ayedie. Ebi mo honoma from morning till evening fizzy drinks and kwa. No pet friends saying the chicken be at their account. A few years but yes only pan say na to know. You will not understand how this came about, but it's the lifestyle that a person has built. And I feel no aiding in ya. But if there's anything I'm happy about her, it looks like the modern day Ghanaian is conscious of exercising. And see, people go for jogging at dawn, people go for jogging in the evenings, people go for tennis playing, table tennis, swimming, and all of those things. People are conscious of their health. But I think that a lot more has to be done when it comes to a year stroke as in a year kind of. But critically, it's to say, you the early signs of stroke na will be more. Now you never call hospital no, you never go to a sorry fee. So I'm somebody who believe anybody who knows me knows I believe a lot in traditional medicine. But you never go to a sorry fee. I'm also for be a catching so and then anabi and na no. Not something which could have been treated at the hospital at the very early stages, you know. Near now, I did you nipa anymore. Now, for the nipano, I a vegetable. Now, and what be a nipano in the long run cannot help the person. And I think that the Empenyufono must take it upon themselves to, you know, educate and sensitize all of us. And corporate institutions must look at the working atmosphere, almost staff, you know, so it should be compulsory for any worker be our let's say 8 hours in a day. No, it should be compulsory for that person to work every 2 hours, to get off his seat every 2 hours, so that we avoid some of these situations. And that is the little I can say, Raymond, with the statistics that you are giving us.
Also, Doctor Aberdeen University doctor no ha nti o de be fa two stroke na
I know mo control exams man ko yin so many
so sometimes you know ye di nyoma bia ye num de na ye dwen ho first we don't think about ade ye di no den na e be call akoye ewo ye body mu. And it's not necessarily about who you'll be a so and so you'll be a skinny. It's about who you'll be a healthy and you know some of the choices of Adriania you choose to say you be dino milk open milk dairy and now open non dairy and now open plant based then berry red meat and I say open white meat and I say open fish then a be obedi more vegetables and now obedi more fruit then a be obedi more fiber obedi more whole grain foods and I say open processed food obey juice and I say obeto fizzy drinks and all those choices you know are very very important to say dear would you call mono that is what will give you the kind of health or obi are very skinny but very unhealthy or any vitals who say now the heart rate and the cholesterol crack could be high even though I slim but nipano or two and us or renam or hatcherewa we embeshow I was saying now to me who portion of what we are supposed to eat at what point and what are we supposed to eat during the day, what times are best for what food. It's very important to say a best share. And so I mean when you eat right, you feel good in your body.
Indeed.
And so we need to be mindful of that. Share information the how can you prevent stroke near Diana? The best way the healthiest diet. Eating a healthy diet, exercising regularly, and sometimes I can exercise now. It's not necessarily say oh that gym now I command that there so 25 kgs said last okay just 30 minutes walk exercise. Jog exercise. Even what now we stretch once and send a blood and flow ye into a very important sense. Avoid smoking. Smoking no matter to go detrimental to your health, but still you're best smoky. Drinking too much alcohol, at least alcohol need your market say too much into be a crabia or the best show how far out to me. And he answer, oh, kako difufu, also ucha 2 thoughts as a way difufu no. Now it means say without 2 thoughts in fufu no crowd won't mean this. Your body doesn't even need that much fufu. I person worry 2 thoughts now difufu.